What's up, everybody? It's Quadruple G back with another video in the car. I hope this audio is a little bit better than last time, because last time there was some banging around, some stuff like that. So my apologies. Using a different setup. I hope this helps, because this is the way that I can come to any one of you, one or two people who are watching it. I'm hoping that this channel grows, but yeah, let me know about the quality. Of course, I have to watch it back to see it too. But I wanted to talk to you today about what I think. Today is going to be a very quick video, maybe just a couple minutes, maybe 10 minutes or so. I wanted to talk about why I still haven't bought a game key card, and also a very short video about Nintendo's Direct that just recently happened. Why I think Nintendo still has quite a bit of a problem. So, thank you guys for watching. God bless you guys. Get right into it. Now, as you guys know, Direct was a lot of third parties. There was a lot of ports from other consoles that now the Switch 2 can finally handle. We've been getting that for a while, like Final Fantasy VII, Cyberpunk, and stuff like that. But the difference with Cyberpunk is that Cyberpunk was fully on the cart, and no other third-party game has really been fully on the cart in that same fashion, where it was more like mainstream, big kind of showcase of a game to do something like that, and it sold very well, and the sales showed that at launch. The Nintendo Switch 2's launch has just been like a complete mess, and I think I heard someone say that it's doing well. I mean, it is doing well, but I think there's a lot of problems with it too, and you can't just glance over them. And I'm not here to glaze Nintendo, or just be like a Super Nintendo fan. I'm here to just give my thoughts, especially on this Direct, and what I think is lacking. And it's not really that I'm being pessimistic about it. It's more that there's room to grow, and that there's a problem. There's a problem with the Switch 2, and we are having a lot of these third-party ports, things that the Switch 2 can now handle, and I don't think they're hitting. I don't think they're hitting as well as Xenoblade Genesis launch, or a Mario Kart World launch, or a Donkey Kong Bonanza launch. And I think there's a few reasons for that. The first reason, I think, is that a lot of people buy the Switch for first-party games. So, like the previous games I mentioned, Xenoblade Genesis coming up. There's a couple more, and I think those games will probably do well, but I think overall, you don't see a lot of people rushing to. Buy those older games. The newer ports and the first-party games. Yes, this is why I think that the third-party game port problem is as big as an issue as it is because I think people are tired of getting those games late, and this has been happening since the Switch 1, right? Like the Switch 1 will get a game, usually it'll be like later, and it's like really heavily downgraded. Like I think with Hogwarts Legacy, it took a while. I think it was like a few months extra for the Switch version to come out, and it was like a not great port, and there's just certain games on the Switch that didn't work well. I mean, I didn't really mind it personally. Like, I played the Warriors games on the 3DS, and I was fine with those back then. But I think it's just a problem when it keeps happening over and over and over again, and then whoever like owns a Switch or is a Nintendo fan either has to accept that there possibly could be a game in the future that they might want that they're not going to have if they're a younger gamer, or maybe a gamer that doesn't have so much money. And also, I think it's fun because people just get tired of these re-releases. Like I think Dragon Quest XI as well was also re-released with the definitive edition on the Switch, but the only thing they had was like a little 2D sprite section, which if you like that, that's amazing. But if y'all had played it PlayStation or something, it was kind of like hard to beat the game, you know. So, and it's not a short game. That was a long game, and I think I didn't really like how they rehashed the second part of the game, like basically going over like the same areas all over again. But yeah, that was one issue I think with that. And I think the second issue is the game keycard situation. Obviously, I still haven't bought a game keycard, and that is because it's just, I just don't like it. Nintendo, you guys need to stop coming out with these game keycards, you know, like, and I'm saying Nintendo, and a lot of you guys would probably say, oh, there's, like I said, there's only one or two of you guys anyways. But you guys might say, oh, it's not Nintendo that's doing that. Nintendo was the initial problem with it. Like they tried to make a solution when there wasn't really a problem before. Like, there's many ways to fix that situation, and the way that they did it is like, instead of Nintendo being creative about the games that they're making, they're being more creative about how to take money from you. Like, it's like the game keycards are just like a creative way for them to make more digital sales. And I think the game keycard is slightly better than a digital sale, and I would probably lean more towards a game keycard than a digital sale, personally for me. But I think, and probably most Nintendo fans would probably feel the same way, but they would buy physical first. And I think the game keycard is another reason why Nintendo, this Direct was a problem for Nintendo, because you're probably going to see a lot of game keycards. And, you know, it's, and if you don't see them in the States, you know, physical, they'll come out somewhere else physical, like in another country. And I think that's also a problem. Like, the United States has to get on, like, ownership and, like, right to repair and stuff like that. And I think those things are big issues that we really have to get it together, because the digital space here in the US is like, it's like the wild west over here, and it's just kind of one of those bummer things that unfortunately you just kind of get the short end of the stick, you know. The way I see game key cards and Nintendo's solution and the third party's adoption of them is kind of like this example. Like, if you're gonna go buy a house, you have a real estate agent or a broker, right? And the broker, he works for his own company, and he needs you to make the payments, but he also needs the seller to be willing to part. So he's like a third party, but ultimately he's like together with the banks, right? Because without all that situation, his job wouldn't really be there. So he kind of has to cater to everybody, and he's put in a hard position, or she, I should say, whatever. It's he or she, guys, he or she, nothing else. But yeah, y'all, I mean, another way I could think about it is like in a courtroom situation where the lawyers and the judge have like a code of ethics that they have to operate by, and the lawyer, even the plaintiff and the defense, like they have to work together essentially to get materials for each other, and they have to cooperate. And like I said, the code of ethics is so important in that field, and I think it's kind of like that with Nintendo and third party. Like, they kind of have to work together, and the consumer kind of gets the short end of the stick. unfortunately. But yeah, guys, I don't know. I think Nintendo has a couple problems that they have to tackle, and I think this Direct didn't really solve a whole lot of it. I think they are coming out with new games. That's awesome. I just think so far the Nintendo Switch 2 has felt like filler. It's just felt like filler. I mean, like, what is the Switch 2 in essence? It's just an upgraded version of the Switch 1. Everybody wanted the Switch Pro. Well, Nintendo took that and they're trying to make a whole nother console generation out of it. And I think they're riding hard on the Switch 1, base that they have, but also, like, they're not really coming out with good, innovative ideas for their games. And I think, let's see what happens with Zelda Ocarina of Time remake. Let's see what happens with Xenoblade Genesis. I really do hope that these games will come in clutch. Like, guys, Mario Tennis Fever, it's not hitting. The Kirby Air Riders is not hitting. Donkey Kong Bonanza was okay, it was short. Mario Kart World was empty. Metro Prime 4 was empty, right? Like, yeah, I mean, like, come on. Another Kirby game, not really gonna save it. Another Switch 2 edition, not really gonna save it. So, but that's where I'm gonna leave it with you guys. I wanted to make this video short because I want to, just attract more people to watch these videos. If you guys have any thoughts, leave them down below. One other thing I'll say is, hopefully all this war stuff is ending, so we can get some better prices. Maybe the prices will come down. Hopefully. I don't really see that happening with all these gaming companies, but hopefully our gas will be cheaper. Hopefully things will start to chill out, people get along. But it's just life. It is what it is. But yeah, if you guys have any thoughts, let me know down below. I'm hoping that this year gets better. I think Splatoon Raiders is, like, legit the only first party game that I'm actually a little bit excited for right now. Because I played Elliot in the Millennium Tales or whatever. Or the Adventures of Elliot and the Millennium Tales. And it's fine. It's okay. It's good. But I don't know if I'm going to buy it. But anyways, guys, thoughts down below. Prayer comments, prayer requests down below. God is good. Everything's under control. God's got it under control. God bless you guys. Quadruple G.